Hey y'all. Okay. What's up? We about to go ahead and get into some of this divine feminine tarot tea as always. If you like what you see going on over here, please like, share, subscribe. As I always say, we are always here, me and Team T. And if you want to be here every time we here, go ahead. Hit the bell so we can kick it. Look. That's all you got to do. We're going to get into some tea today. Okay? Listen, somebody out there in the collective, there's something that is pressing question. We're going to discuss fate. Somebody out there is in a relationship. It is something that is nagging, okay? I cannot necessarily say why. It's something that is repetitive. In your mind is, why is this relationship? Perhaps it's a long-term, lifelong relationship. The coming and going. Sometimes relationships repeat in our lives because there's something that the divine wants to happen between those two people. Okay, there may be something on the bloodlines. There may be something that needs to play out from a past life. We don't know. So let's look into that today. We're kind of doing this based on, what is fated. So what is fated between you and that masculine, somebody that you may, again and again, you guys are playing out a love story. So what is fated? What is it that the divine wants to occur between you and that masculine? Okay. What is this about? Okay. Let's see. Okay, we see the Five of Swords coming through. There may be times that this relationship is filled with competition, betrayal. You've asked yourself, it changes a lot. It's stormy. It's been stormy before. And you ask yourself, why is this relationship repeating? Why are we going through this? The relationship, there's issues of adaptability. Sometimes you can't adapt to it. There's been times that there's been a third party. This has been a stormy relationship, okay? And you're wondering, why do I keep crossing paths with this particular person? Whatever occurs between you two, you've been able to harness it. It's an energy that you've been able to harness. Maybe in your last encounter, okay? You've been able to harness it. It's this masculine. He has a side to him, something that you don't particularly care for. Whatever it is, you've been able to harness that energy over time. Okay? It may have something to do with his own life experiences. In fact, it's not you that's harnessed that energy. It is the divine that has harnessed that energy. This man has lost some of this Five of Swords energy. This, whatever this is that caused him to betray. This man had a meanness at one point. He was jealous. He was a very jealous-hearted person at one point in his life. He was also kind of primitive. Maybe he used to fight a lot. Wasn't much for thinking. Impulsive. Maybe kind of a wild guy. Maybe even just as a young person. He's lost that part of himself. Okay? He no longer has that. This man was something else, though. This man has gone through a lot of changes. Quietly, okay? In a sneaky and calculated way, this man would get himself to victory. He used to be very manipulative, but even that part of him has been blocked. Okay? This man has gone through some type of spiritual shifts that have been to great benefit to the women in his life, including his mother. Yeah, justice was served in this man's life. This man may have experienced devastating karma. Okay? Devastating karma. Yeah, devastating karma. Things came all the way around and back for him. He definitely experienced karma. And he experienced the kind of karma, whoever knows this masculine, okay, the karma that he experienced brought everything in his life full circle. It's like everything that he ever did to everyone else came right back to him. Everything he ever spoke out into the universe on other people came back to him. Every curse. This man has very powerful words. Whoever knows him, he may even have a very powerful voice. Okay, he may have a funny way that he speaks, or a very raspy voice, or a very powerful voice, or a very grovelly voice. And every curse that he laid had power. He cursed a lot of people. Everyone that he cursed, whatever curse he laid upon them with his words, it's upon him now. If he ever calls somebody a broke so-and-so, that's the person he needs right now for money. Okay, if he ever called somebody, you know, you're going to be lonely forever, that's the person he wishes he could date again. Okay, these are all of the curses that he laid on others, and they have all come full circle. As above, so below. Okay, so they have come full circle metaphysically and in the earth realm. From his thoughts all the way down to his reality, he has manifested just about every curse he's ever laid on anybody. Okay, period. Okay, period. Especially as it relates to women. It's like he's watching all the women, his favorite girlfriends, their lives are going right along. Okay, their lives are going right along, and he's like kind of sitting back trying to make plans to get his life back. Okay, period. So he may be going through a bit of an angry period. Okay, and here he is, though, still he's out here, he's trying to get things together. Here you are in your high priestess phase. As always, you may have been kind of standing back to yourself. I'm seeing that you may have been kind of in a hibernation space. Okay, you may have been in a hibernation space. You may have just been spending time with family. You may not have even been dating, and somehow you manifested this man back into your life once again. Okay, this man, or maybe we say this man manifested you. Okay, it came through communication. You guys started to communicate again. And there he came, okay, with his little cup, making this offering of love to you again. Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. And here we are now with the Six of Swords. Things shifted between y'all this time, okay? Something changed. There was a major transition, okay? There was a major transition. And this man swore some things off. There's that King of Swords. This King of Swords be popping up in all my readings, y'all. There's that King of Swords energy. Here we have a King of Swords that it's like he's filled with regrets. He's cold. He's full of regrets. He's full of shame. Two of Swords, King of Swords. And he wants to start his life over. That's the man that you got this time. This is the man that has reintroduced himself for this round of y'all relationship, as opposed to a very mean and bitter and jealous-hearted man that you may have known before. This is a man who has hit karma all upside the head, okay? And now he is a very different man. He is cold. He has come from a very bitter and cold place to now being, he's dealing with shame, y'all. He's dealing with shame. He's dealing with regret. Okay. He may be a bit depressed. He's guarded. He's guarded. He needs somebody to talk to. He may be keeping busy with other things because he's wounded. Karma beat the shit out this man, y'all. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Karma came through like, bap, 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 bap. Karma got down on him. What you thought? Karma got down on this man, okay? Yeah. He has some problems with karma. He may also have a son in his life that he's having some challenges with. He may have a woman in his life, an ex-wife, somebody that's giving him some problems in his life, okay? Knight of Wands, Queen of Swords. He may have some problems with a son and an ex-wife, some family problems, some strife, okay? And those problems are not going away. So this man is now looking for, he's looking for some peace, temperance. He's looking for some balance, okay? His heart is broken. This is not even remotely the man you knew before. This man is trying to gain control. Okay, this man is hoping to find a way to bring some control, some masculine energy and control to his life. He's trying to get his finances together, maybe so that he can get further and further away from his troubles. He must need to pay. Maybe he's trying to kind of pay himself out of a bad situation. You know, maybe he's trying to kind of, I'm getting a vibe that he may need to pay something for his son. Okay. It's like he wants to be there financially for his son. His son is not young. Okay. This is a knight. So his son may be a young adult. He wants to be able to pay something for his son so that he can get away from this woman. Okay. So it seems like there may be a failed relationship that he's coming out of and a young man that's his son that he wants to still be able to do for. So he has a few burdens on his back. Okay, and he still wants to offer some kind of love to you, but please, this man is broken. This is not the man you remember, okay? This is not the man you recall. And in your high priestess, okay, and Ten of Pentacles energy, okay, you're kind of like back in the cut, spending time with family. This man is limping back, and I'm going to tell you something deep that I'm hearing. This man is limping back. Ten of Swords with the Death card. This man is limping back to you, and this is a man, you guys have had many episodes in your lifetime. This is not a new love. He's coming through the veil of death, okay? He's coming through the veil of death. Ten of Swords and the Death card. Whatever karma did to him, it completely changed his spirit altogether. He's not the same. He's been through a spiritual breakdown. He may have problems with his body now. He may have gone through something that gave him physical problems. He's been made to acknowledge God, the power of God, that he is not greater than the Almighty. He's had to release a lot of the ugly spirits on him. Yeah, you see right behind this comes judgment. God has been on him or passed over him, okay? This man is different. What I'm seeing is like when Moses went to the mountaintop. Do y'all remember when he encountered God? He came back, his hair was gray. That's what's happened to this man. Judgment, the church bells, y'all know I say it every time. That's what's happened to this man. That's what's happened to this man. Yeah. When he comes back, or if he's come back, you're going to inspect him and look at him, and you're going to be in shock. He's going to be fractured, different, lighter in energy, a little confused, more willing to listen to talk about God. He may even cry when talking about certain things that have happened. You may have spiritual advisors in terms of like friends that support you that are also going to be stunned by this man's transition and the way his energy has been shifted. When you see him again, you're going to be blown away by the new shape of him. You're going to almost feel like you can't believe how much lighter. There are things that are going to be dropped off of him spiritually. You remember his tightness, his meanness, his ugliness. It's not there anymore. And this man's energy imprint is on you. It's always been on you. Okay? So he's able to tap into you very easily. And you're going to be in shock of who he is. Okay? Now, this man went through a period of extreme grief and sickness. Spiritual sickness. Okay? And he's just returning to a place of hope. Yeah. He's just returning to a place of hope. Because the devil had him, y'all. The devil had him for a long time. This man was serving the devil for a long time and he didn't even know it. And the devil thought he had him chained to the future and the past. The devil thought he had him chained. He really did. He really did. The devil thought he had him practically in a marriage. The devil thought he owned him, okay? He had him chained to all that pain. And God came through with that karma and blew that shit up off that man, okay? And he's just changed now. Okay, this man might have spent some time fighting for his mind or his life. And he's been through a serious period where he was just like alone. Maybe he was alone sick. Maybe he was just at home alone. Like maybe he even went through a period, could have been a period of unemployment. He was at home alone for a while thinking, and he got into his King of Cups energy. He had to get in touch with his emotions. Okay? And the message to him took him into a new place. It made him start thinking about marriage. It made him start thinking about celebration, renewing his life. Look at this. Started making him think about embracing his spirituality. And coming into a marital situation, coming into a covenant with God, coming into a covenant with a woman, standing his ground and being a real man. This man really wasn't a man before. He wasn't really a stand-up guy. He was a weasel. We saw all that coming up front. He was just not, he wasn't a great dude at all. Yeah. You know, the imbalances in his life that he was previously holding on to. He's kind of out of those spaces, okay? And this is somebody that returns to you as a king, okay? He comes back in a king's energy. That is his harvest. That's what he has to offer you, okay? He had nothing to offer you previously. It was never about money. He had nothing to offer you previously because he was just an awful person previously. He really was. Coming back, he has a harvest to offer you in terms of him being a good person and a family person. He comes back. He's lighter. Okay. He's fun. Okay. He's willing to have an empress. He wasn't even willing to have an empress before. Okay. Period. This man comes back. He's willing to have an empress. This man comes back and he's willing to. This man had a problem with Nine of Pentacles energy women before. A woman that was, if she was smart, could take care of herself, that was a problem for him. He was angry. It made him upset. It made him want to hold back. He's past that now. Okay, this man can embrace you. He can embrace you being a Queen of Wands. Okay, without him feeling like, I ain't shit because she know what's going on with her life. He's past that point. So this is a man that, okay, this man can actually make an offering to a woman that is in her Empress, Nine of Pentacles energy. So this is a man, now let's make it clear what Spirit has told us thus far. This was previously a man that you would not have spit on for spiritual reasons. That's what we have learned thus far. This is a man that you probably would have run from or maybe even did run from, okay? Because he had a lot of spiritual problems, apparently, okay? That is clear. So we see now this man has had a spiritual renewal. And he has developed maybe a better appreciation for the feminine, or maybe it seems like he just woke up for the first time in his life and he is looking you up, okay? This man is returning to you to say, hey, I can accept you now. And we do see now here this desire to fulfill a soulmate contract. Remember the question was, we started off with, right? And Spirit is so funny because she takes us all around the mulberry bush, or at least me when I'm doing readings, you know, in order for me to be used as a vessel all around the mulberry bush so that the full picture can be seen. So what we see now is that in order for us to find out, you know, what is it that is to be fulfilled between you two. And now we see this man comes back around and he's running towards a soulmate contract that was to be fulfilled between you two. Divine Mother says that's a fact. Okay, a soulmate contract, 9 of Cups, 2 of Cups, between the two of y'all that was to be fulfilled. Okay, that could not be fulfilled because of this man's spiritual disposition. So when he does show back up, this man showed back up at the time that you were in a High Priestess, 10 of Pentacles space. Okay, it looks like you may have been veiled yourself. High Priestess energy, you were veiled, maybe in a space where no one really even knew you were there. So maybe you were in the cut, maybe you were just focused, just school, work, coming home, that type of thing. Maybe you were just at home, work from home, whatever, with your family. And this man comes back, and he comes back spiritually renewed, okay? He comes back spiritually renewed, and we see 9 of Cups, 2 of Cups, Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. So we see now this man is coming back with with a push to fulfill this soulmate contract. We see clarity, we see victory over that soulmate contract, and he is coming back to give you, it looks like, the sweetness and the kindness that you were due, that the both of you were due, that has been due the two of you, potentially since you were kids, or maybe since you were much younger. But this relationship is very old, okay? It's not new. It's an older relationship. It goes back in your life some ways, okay? It is a repeated, it has its cycle. It goes around. Even thinking about the number 6, right? It goes around, okay? So it's something that's come around quite a few times. And this man now, we know on the number 6 is giving. You know, 6 of Pentacles, giving value to, giving energy to, giving assets to. 6 of Cups, giving love to, giving emotions to, giving kindness to. He's coming to give to you, okay? The Emperor. This man is now finally in a position where he can come and command the room and give to you. So this man is now coming to fulfill this contract, okay? Look at this. There may also be a child even that comes with this contract. Remember what we're asking. What is it that is to be fulfilled between the two of you? And it is a soulmate contract that could not be fulfilled until, and notice that you also had to be kind of tucked away and kind of in waiting for this man to even find you, okay? This man had to go through a period of mourning. There were some things in this man that had to die. Quite a few things in this man's timeline had to die off, okay? For this man to go into contemplation before he would even come back and repeat this, you know, come to this relationship and try to repeat it and go after it in the first place, okay? Period. And for you, in your case, we see that you were like back in the cut. You know what I'm saying? You were out of the way. Okay, deja vu just hit me really hard right then. Just throwing that out there. Okay, you had to really be out of the way. Okay, in order for that to take place. Kind of nestled away. Okay, you were in your own world. You were in your own dimension practically when this man found you. Queen of Cups energy once again. You were in a nurturing space in your own world. Your world was very soft. And it was somewhere where you may have been kind of hanging back, mourning something yourself. You may have even been sick yourself. Maybe you were going through something, mourning something, thinking of something. Okay, and you were out of the way yourself. And though you had been through something, though you were mourning something, or you had something you were thinking about, internally, maybe contemplating something, 5 of Cups energy, you still were full of love, okay? You were not in a dark place, but you were out of the way, Okay, you still had a lot of fight in you out of the way. There was a lot of energy in your world. Okay, you were ripe and ready, Four of Wands, for a soulmate interaction to take place. We see that Six of Pentacles energy coming through. You were ripe and ready for a soulmate interaction to take place. Okay, you were indeed prepared, Four of Wands, Six of Pentacles, for someone to give you something. High Priestess, okay? We saw that energy. So even though you were tucked away, you were in a space spiritually, mentally, where you could receive that type of offering from someone, for someone to come through and make that kind of offering to you. We see the Ten of Wands energy coming through. Someone could, if they wanted to, push through and get to you. It was almost like a situation of, and this fairy tale comes to me quite often in love readings. I don't even know why, but the princess and the pea, you know, where only the real princess could feel the pea at the bottom of the stack of mattresses. Only the soulmate, or the person who was there for the soulmate contract, was going to be in position to push through Ten of Wands to get to the High Priestess, to even fulfill the Six of Pentacles, Four of Wands energy in the first place, okay? So you were in a position where you were kind of in your own space, okay? And the right person, that soulmate contract person, was going to be able to contact you. Now, if you remember what we saw earlier on that Queen of Wands, we saw that, Queen of Cups, we saw that this man's spiritual imprint, his energy imprint, was already on you and was already with you. So he was somebody that could contact you even at a time where you were kind of out of the way, and in a Five of Cups, Ace of Cups energy. You know, you were still spiritually in a soft and feminine place, but you were going through your own Five of Cups moment, okay? The Lovers, the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So you were still somebody that had love to give, that was able to receive love and celebrate love. You may have had women in your life that you were fellowshipping with, but no masculine energy in your life at that particular time. Look at this, the Emperor. So you were ready, okay, for an Emperor. There was a space for that. Okay, period. Queen of Swords. You were just in a space with the Queen of Swords energy where you may have been using kind of harsh or sharp words towards masculines when you did come in contact with them. Nobody was able to access you. And notice we pulled that Queen of Swords right under that Ten of Wands. So only the right masculine, as I said previously, would have been able to access you anyway, okay? Because remember, there's a soul contract affiliated with this. So soulmate contract. No one else would have been able to access you. Remember, this is a fate-based reading, okay? Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, the Tower. Okay? So the Page of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles and the Tower. You were in a space in your life, and this may very well explain where that Five of Cups energy was coming from. You were at a space in your life, Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, the Tower, where you were defending who you are, okay? You may be somebody that was working on a business or just stacking up your money privately and quiet, just staying out of the way, providing for yourself, providing for your family. You were quietly defending who you are and what you're all about. And there may have been some people around you that weren't appreciating that. And you were hurting about that. It's interesting that Nine of Swords came right through. Notice this man was also going through a similar Nine of Swords, Five of Cups moment himself. Though it seems it was for a much deeper reason, okay? And so you were sticking by your family, Ten of Pentacles, which is what we saw. Because you may have had some non-supportive people that just were not holding you down in terms of what you were trying to do, which was stay out the way and be successful and stand on your own 2 feet. You had some people that wasn't on your team. Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles energy. Okay, period. There were some offerings coming through. There were some people coming through. Nobody that you felt was offering you something traditional. You may have kind of given up on dating in a sense because you might have felt like the men that were coming through, maybe they only wanted sex. They were offering a little date, little this, little that. But she was like, you know, this person only want to get in the bed. They not on nothing serious. So you was leaving men out in the cold. Like, I'm not on that. I'm finna focus on just getting my money. Eight of Pentacles, you know, figuring out creative ways to do for myself. The Magician, if you got babies, creative ways to raise my kids and make money for us. Maybe y'all was into arts and crafts projects, things like that. You was refusing dates and offers. Four of Cups energy. You was on your own page, girl. You wasn't thinking about nobody, okay? Six of Swords energy. You wasn't thinking about nobody. You was getting away from people, and that's where you was finding your fulfillment, okay? You was getting away from folks. Six of Swords. Nine of Cups, you wasn't answering the phone. You was like, I'm just doing me. Then Judgment card energy comes through. Church bells go to ringing. You know I say it every time. Okay, the Judgment card energy comes in the building. Knight of Swords energy, okay? This is the point where we start to see a shift and we start to see this male's energy. Remember, we saw the Knight of Swords energy with him prior. This is that soulmate contract energy. We saw the Knight of Swords energy come through when we saw his energy come through back there as well. We start to see your soulmate contract shake up the room. This man his energy is starting to get close by Knight of Swords energy, okay? And we see the Four of Pentacles. This man is starting to come through in your general energy. Lord, why can't I get it out? This man shaking everything up around here in your general energy. And we see you beginning to hold on and hold back from more people anyway. And you're kind of walking in your own direction. And destiny is coming through. It's coming your way. You're walking your own direction. We saw you don't give a damn about none of these punks out here trying to talk to you. You're focused on you. That's why we saw the High Priestess energy back there with the Ten of Pentacles. You're focused on you. You're spending time with your family. That's really where you have been at. Focused on getting your money, staying in your bag. Who cares, okay? So this destiny energy comes through and a message comes to you along with the King of Wands, okay? So we're seeing a lot of passion, male passionate energy coming through from a male that has been wounded, okay? But is now in a victorious space. We're seeing this energy come through from you of happiness, commitment, okay? We see this Ace of Wands energy coming through. So we see that new beginning coming through the building. High feminine energy with the moon, okay? And the Page of Pentacles. And a harvest coming through with the Seven of Pentacles. So we see y'all, this divine feminine energy that was being very much preserved in you and keeping you kind of focused on family and values, that was kind of keeping you out of the way. And we see how this man in his journey kind of comes to you and through into your energy. And we see how it was fated into this soulmate contract. This man had to heal from being a very he had a lot of demonic entities hanging on to him, it appears, in order to fulfill what is to be fulfilled between the two of you, which from what we see is a soulmate contract. And he came through. Both of you all, is interesting, y'all were on kind of a parallel path, because this man's fate, okay, or his karma rather, placed him into a space of Nine of Swords energy, anxiety, nightmare, sadness, Five of Cups energy, okay? And this was his karma, you know what I'm saying? But your fate at the moment put you into a similar space just because of the lack of support, okay? And kind of wanting to pull away and handle your business for the time being, okay? So y'all kind of came back together, and with this man being healed, you guys are going to be able to build and now move into this fated space of fulfilling this contract. That was interesting. So that's the spirit be giving me some tea, okay? If you enjoyed this Divine Feminine Tarot tea, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, okay? If you want to be here every time me and the T team is here, okay? And as always, I will catch y'all